Hello all, welcome back to Electronics. This video is about JFET and MOSFET, that is the junction field effect transistor and metal oxide semiconductor junction field effect transistor, along with its working principle and characteristics. So do subscribe and hit the bell icon to be updated with my new videos. Now let's get into the video.
JFET and MOSFET. Before knowing about them, let us first know about field effect transistors. From the name of the transistor itself, we can understand the way of its functioning, that is transfer resistor. These transistors are classified into different types such as field effect transistors, bipolar junction transistors, and so on. The field effect transistors are usually termed as unipolar transistors because their operations are involved with single carrier type. The FETs are categorized into different types such as MOSFET, JFET, QFET, and so on, but only MOSFETs and JFETs are typically used in the most of the applications. In JFET, only depletion mode is available, while in MOSFETs both depletion mode and enhancement mode are available. Now let us discuss about JFET. A JFET is a three-terminal semiconductor device in which current conduction is by one type of carriers, that is either electrons or holes. The current conduction is controlled by means of an electric field between the gate and the conducting channel of the device. While normal transistor is a current control device which needs current by biasing, the JFET is a voltage control device. The JFET has high input impedance and low noise level. These JFETs has two subtypes, N-channel JFET and a P-channel JFET. The arrow denotes the types of the JFETs. The arrow showing to the gate denotes that the JFET is N-channel, and on the other hand, the arrow from the gate denotes P-channel is JFET. The arrow from the gate denotes the P-channel is JFET. This arrow also indicates the polarity of PN junction which is formed between the channel and gate. N-channel. The N-channel JFET is something in which electrons are primarily composed as the charge carriers. Hence, if the transistor is turned on, then we can say that the current flow is primarily because of the movement of electrons. The JFET in which holes are primarily composed as the charge carriers is termed as P-channel JFET. Hence, if the transistor is turned on, then we can say that the current flow is primarily because of the holes. Working of a JFET. When there is no voltage across the gate and source, the channel becomes smooth path which is wide open for electrons to flow. But the reverse thing happens when a voltage is applied between the gate and source in reverse polarity. That makes the PN junction reverse biased and makes the channel narrower by increasing the depletion layer width, and could put off the JFET in cutoff or pinch off region. If at all we want to switch off a JFET, we need to provide a negative gate to source voltage denoted as VGS for an N-type JFET. For a P-type JFET, we need to provide positive VGS. These JFETs only work in the depletion mode, whereas MOSFETs have depletion mode and enhancement mode, as I said before. Let us see their operation separately. For turning on an N-channel JFET, positive voltage of VDD has to be applied to the drain terminal to the transistor, that is with respect to the source terminal, such that the drain terminal must be appropriately more positive when compared to the source terminal. Thus, current flow is allowed through the drain to source channel. If the voltage at the gate terminal VGG is 0 volts, then there will be maximum current at the drain terminal and N channel is said to be in on condition. For turning off the N-channel JFET, the positive bias voltage can be turned off or a negative voltage can be applied to the gate terminal. Thus, by changing the polarity of the gate voltage, the drain current can be reduced and then N-channel JFET is said to be in off condition. For turning on a P-channel JFET, negative voltage can be applied across the drain terminal of the transistor with respect to the source terminal. That is, the drain terminal must be appropriately more negative when compared to the source terminal. Thus, the current flow is allowed through the drain to source channel. If the voltage at the gate terminal VGG is 0 volts, then there will be maximum current at the drain terminal and the P-channel JFET is said to be in on condition. For turning off a P-channel JFET, negative bias voltage can be turned off or positive voltage can be applied to the gate terminal. If the gate terminal is given positive voltage, then the drain current starts reducing and thus the P-channel JFET is said to be in on condition. There are multiple regions in the transconductance curve and they are ohmic region, saturation region, breakdown region and cutoff region. In ohmic region, For the N-channel JFET, during this ohmic region, the JFET acts like a voltage control resistor where the current flow is controlled by the applied voltage. In the saturation region, the N-channel JFET is in on condition and active as maximum current flows because of the gate source applied voltage. In this cutoff region, there will be no drain current flowing and thus the N-channel JFET is in off condition. If the VDD voltage applied to the drain terminal exceeds the maximum necessary voltage, then the transistor fails to resist the current and thus the current flows from the drain to source terminal. Hence the transistor enters into the breakdown region. This IV curve is almost the same for the P-channel JFET too, but there are few differences exist. For N-channel JFET, the drain current increases when the VGS increases. But for the P-channel JFET, the drain current decreases when the VGS increase. So this is all about a JFET and its characteristics. Now comes to the MOSFET. As well as the junction field effect transistor, there is another type of field effect transistor available whose gate input is electrically insulated from the main current carrying channel and is therefore called an insulated gate field effect transistor. The most common type of insulated gate FET, which is used in many different types of electronic circuits, is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, that is MOSFET. The IGFET or MOSFET is a voltage controlled field effect transistor that differs from the JFET in that it has metal oxide gate electrode which is electrically insulated from the main semiconductor N channel or P channel by a very thin layer of insulating material that may be usually silicon dioxide, that is commonly known as glass. It is widely used for switching and amplifying electronic signals in the electronic devices. The MOSFET can function in two ways: depletion mode and enhancement mode. When there is no voltage on the gate, the channel shows its maximum conductance. As the voltage on the gate is either positive or negative, the channel conductivity decreases. The transistor requires the gate source voltage to switch the device off. The depletion mode MOSFET is equivalent to a normally closed switch. Enhancement mode. When there is no voltage on the gate, the device does not conduct. More is the voltage on the gate, the better the device can conduct. The transistor requires a gate source voltage to switch the device on. That is, in the enhancement mode, MOSFET is equivalent to a normally open switch. Now let us see the principle of MOSFET. In general, MOSFET works as a switch. The MOSFET controls the voltage and current flowing between the source and drain. The working of the MOSFET depends on the MOS capacitor, which is the semiconductor surface below the oxide layers between the source and drain terminal as shown here. It can be inverted from P-type to N-type simply by applying positive or negative voltage respectively. When a drain source voltage is connected between drain and source, a positive voltage is applied to the drain and a negative voltage, that is here a positive voltage will be applied to the drain and a negative voltage will be applied to the source. Here the PN junction at the drain is reverse biased and the PN junction at the source is forward biased. At this stage there will not be any current flow between the drain and source. If we apply a positive VGG to the gate terminal due to electrostatic attraction, the minority charge carriers in the P substrate will start to accumulate on the gate contact, which forms a conductive bridge between the two N+ regions. The number of free electrons accumulated at the gate contact depends on the strength of the positive voltage applied. The higher the applied positive voltage, the width of the N channel formed due to the electron accumulation. This eventually increases the conductivity and the drain current will start to flow between the source and drain. When there is no voltage applied to the gate terminal, that is when VGG is 0, there will not be any current flow apart from a small amount of current due to minority charge carriers. The minimum voltage at which the MOSFET starts conducting is called the threshold voltage. Now let us see the operation of MOSFET in enhancement mode. The operation of MOSFET in enhancement mode is similar to the operation of the open switch. It will start to conduct only if the positive voltage is applied to the gate terminal and the drain current starts to flow through the device. The channel width and drain current will increase when the bias voltage increases. But if the applied bias voltage is 0 or negative, the transistor will remain in the off condition. This is a P channel in enhancement mode and N channel in enhancement mode, and these are the symbols of the P channel enhancement mode MOSFET and the N channel enhancement mode MOSFET. VI characteristics of the enhancement mode MOSFET are drawn between the drain current and the drain source voltage. The VI characteristics are partitioned into three different regions, namely ohmic, saturation and cutoff regions. The cutoff region is the region where the MOSFET will be in off state, where the applied bias voltage is 0. When the bias voltage is applied, the MOSFET slowly moves towards conduction mode and slow increase in conductivity takes place. In the ohmic region, this happens. Finally, the saturation region is where the positive voltage is applied constantly and the MOSFET will be staying in conduction state. This is how it works in enhancement mode. Now comes to the depletion mode. The depletion mode MOSFETs are usually called the switched on devices, as they are generally in closed state when there is no bias voltage at the gate terminal. When we increase the applied voltage to the gate in positive, the channel width will be increased in depletion mode. This will increase the drain current ID through the channel. If the applied voltage is highly negative, then the channel width will be less and the MOSFET might enter into the cutoff region. This is the symbol of MOSFET in depletion mode, that is of the P channel, and the N channel MOSFET in depletion mode. The VI characteristics of the depletion mode MOSFET transistor are drawn between the drain source voltage and drain current. The small amount of voltage at the gate terminal will control the current flow through the channel. The channel formed between the drain and source will act as a good conductor with 0 bias voltage at the gate terminal. The channel width and the drain current will increase if the positive voltage is applied to the gate, whereas it will get decreased when the negative voltage is applied. See, if the positive voltage is applied, the drain current is increased, and if the negative voltage is applied, the drain current is decreased. This is how a MOSFET works in depletion mode. Thank you.
If you have any doubts regarding the topic, please let me know through the comment section or mail me at anitronics.info@gmail.com. Thank you for watching this video.